Nice to meet you. It's perfect. Thank you.
So can you see me now?
Yes, I can see you. Thank you.
All right, that's great. So good morning to you. Thank you very much for having me. How's your morning so far?
So far so good. But recently in Japan, it's so scorched, humid, not comfortable. So.
Yeah, I understand. It's the summer. Summer is already starting. Summer is already starting in Japan.
On the calendar, in Japan, it's into the summers. So, but it's before the rainy season, so the usually don't so hot. But recently, global warming, so it's very start to be high temperature. So.
I understand. Oh my. So, however, take care, right? I think it happens yearly, but it's just that it's more extreme now compared last year, I guess.
Yes, but last year is also the hot. So the this hot summer is become usual, not unusual. So whole Japan become a tropical area, like your country.
Yes, that's true. So thank you so much for sharing a piece of your day, Yoshi-san. Okay, so are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, we are going to talk about you can't squeeze blood out of a turnip. Is that correct?
Yes, you are correct.
Do you know this saying? Are you familiar with this?
I don't know before I learned this textbook, but it's a very impressive saying. So the maybe impossible is impossible. It's very right.
Yes, that's true. So let's learn more. Me too. It's not very common in my country to use this phrase, but let's learn together. Okay?
Okay.
So, exercise number 1. We have your picture description. Please describe the picture shown below.
Okay. In this picture, I can see the one middle-aged Caucasian man's face. He closed his eyes. He might be lost something and in the kind of contemplation. So he's a very dark expression and very gloomy atmosphere. I guess one reason is this picture is monochrome pictures, sepia colored. So the sepia colors emphasize his annoyed. So, and he has a lit cigarette on his right hand, and that right hand put on his temple. So, and he don't know his cigarette is almost ending. Cigarette light almost burning his finger. He has thick eyebrows and his forehead wrinkled. So he feels spiritual void, and it seems he's having a void mind and he's in the trouble. He knit his eyebrows. He's he's in the anguish. That's all.
Yes.
That's all.
All right, thank you for that detailed description. How about you, Yoshi-san? If you're comfortable of sharing, okay? So, is there something that annoys you sometimes?
Of course, all human beings has some kind of annoying. So sometimes.
I understand. Me too. Sometimes I am really annoyed because we have dogs. Sometimes they pee everywhere. I don't know. I don't know how to train dogs. It's like I cleaned already and you're just going to pee in a very clean surface. So yeah, it annoys me.
You as a dog feed inside or outside?
Oh yeah, we feed our dogs because we have a lot of dogs. It's more than 15.
Oh, huge.
Yeah, it's more than 15 dogs. And then we feed them separately as much as possible because if you feed them close to each other, they will fight.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I understand.
So there are dogs that feed outside, and there are some dogs that we feed inside, just only to make sure that they have their space and privacy. Because sometimes they think that the other dogs were going to get their food, so they were going to fight. Right? So we are avoiding that. Yeah. Do you think that there is some relevance that we feed them inside as the reason why they also pee inside?
I don't know. Anyway, so far I don't feed dog or cat, so I like the cat and dogs, but I'm just petting the neighborhood dog or cat, so it's responsibility. It's an easy portion, so
that's true.
And anyways, one reason that my family like travel, so that you could feed pets, so that we can take
travel
periods
together.
So, yeah, that's why one reason. So we don't have any pets.
I hope that it will happen to me too. Because those are pets from my parents, so we don't want to remove them. We stayed with our parents, by the way.
So much the dogs feeding cost is very expensive.
That's true. But no one wants them. Like, no one wants to adopt them, so we have to take care of them. But we have, I think, just recently, we have veterinarian in our town. Back in the days, we don't have them. So maybe if time will come, we're going to castrate every dog, like neuter them, so that they won't, there won't be so many of them. So we are going to do that now because I think there was a new clinic just opened, like recently. So yeah, we're hoping that they will stop. Thank you so much, Yoshi-san. Now let's have exercise number 2, okay?
Okay.
So we have a dialogue. I'll go first and you will follow. Okay, let's begin.
I see.
Don't expect anything from them. They will not help us.
Okay, I know.
Yeah, you know the old saying, you can't squeeze blood out of a turnip.
I can get what you mean, but that's not a reason for me not to ask them.
We asked them 2 months ago, and what did they say?
Well, they didn't say anything at all.
Exactly. They didn't say anything, nor do anything.
I think they will do something this time. I was talking to Ken last week, and I thought I felt a friendlier attitude.
There you go with your optimism. Don't expect too much because you might get disappointed at the end.
And there you go with your pessimism again. I won't, but it don't have to hope the best. Sometimes it happens.
Yes, all right. Now, would you like to switch roles with me?
Okay, switch role.
Okay, you go first.
Okay, don't expect anything from them. They will not help us.
Okay, I know.
Yeah, you know the other thing. You can't squeeze blood out of the turnip.
I get what you mean, but that's not a reason for me not to ask them.
We asked them 2 months ago, and what did they say?
Well, they didn't say anything at all.
Exactly, they didn't say anything, nor do anything.
I think they will do something this time. I was talking to Ken last week and I thought I felt a friendlier attitude.
There you go with your optimism. Don't expect too much, because you might get disappointed at the end.
And there you go with your pessimism again. I won't, but it doesn't hurt to hope for the best. Sometimes it happens. All right, well done. Good reading, Yoshi-san. Do you have words you don't understand in this case?
Oh, yes, I understand. But I don't believe the speaker bees behavior, so they easily believe just how about. So.
Yeah, how about you? Have you asked somebody to, not a favor, maybe to stop something and they don't listen?
Yeah, it's
Mm.
very common. So
Yeah.
but it's important to contact with
Mhm.
polite attitude. So they just make a hello bow easy. So
Yes. Mhm. I understand. So there are people that you cannot control, so maybe just let go.
yeah.
Okay, let go. Don't mind at all. Maybe do something that you can control, right? Okay. Now let's do exercise 3. So read the vocabulary and let's use them in sample sentences, okay?
Okay.
Number 1. Yes.
Large, fleshy,
Fleshy. Mhm.
edible yellow or white root. So
Oh, yes.
in Japan, you know the
Mhm.
turnip is a very common vegetable. So
Oh, really?
after retirement, I start to cook. So I realized the turnip is very excellent ingredients. Especially don't use pesticide or chemical fertilizer. Turnip is excellent. It's not always carried vegetable in the supermarket, and so I found a good turnip. Almost time I buy it, so it's very sliced, thin sliced raw turnip is delicious, just with vinegar and a little sugar. So and boiled wine is and seasoning by Japanese soy sauce or sugar is also very delicious. That's all.
That's nice. Okay, we don't have that here in the Philippines much. We do have, I guess, in the city. In the city, I guess they have that. Oh, interesting. So you can eat turnip by itself with
yes.
or with vinegar. That's
Yes,
all.
I recommend you once try to slice raw vinegar and put
You put sugar in it?
sugar and vinegar. So it's very delicious.
Wow, interesting. Thank you for that. I hope I can find one in my town. My town is very small though. Okay, next. Squeeze.
Squeeze to
Yeah.
press hard on to compress. So recently I squeeze my toothpaste tube, which is little remaining content. That's all.
Yeah. Okay, next. Disappointed.
Disappointed, saddened by the failure or expectation. So each month we have a reunion party at junior high school. So I'm aged person. So for my age, all my all the classmates has a lot of time. So sometimes I feel disappointed. News of friendlier persons absent, especially the women's absence.
I understand. Okay, thank you. Next, optimism.
Optimism, positive thinkers. You know, you know the very famous philosophy book about to write about humans happy. So the
yes.
French philosopher Alan, about 100 years ago he died, and he says at that work, so the pessimism is just emotions, and optimism is will, intention. So I like this word, but recently to be optimist is very difficult.
I see. Yeah, it happens. Like sometimes if everything is too disappointing, it's hard to be optimistic sometimes, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's a part of human emotion. So both are important, I guess. Okay, so thank you so much, Yoshi-san. I don't want you to do pessimism because you already used it from your previous sentence, right? Okay, well done. Thank you. Now let's do number 4. We have here number 1. Would you like to read and answer?
Please read for me.
Okay. All right. Are the speakers optimistic or pessimistic?
Speaker B is definitely optimist, but the speaker is not pessimist. He's very ordinary people. His viewpoint is very objective, so that he's maybe the sober person. That's all.
Yeah, I like people who are objective because they see reality, right?
Yeah.
Okay, next, number 2. What do you think they need help for? What do you think they need help for?
They need financial support. Speaker A and B maybe entrepreneurs, so having a good plan for the venture business.
Wow.
That's all.
How about you, Yoshi-san? Do you like planning? Do you like planning ahead, or you want or you like surprises? What do you like?
I always working for the NTT, the Japan Telephone Television Company. It's a so big company, so that I'm not thinking about make my own business. So that I satisfied so the working for the big business.
All right, I see. Okay, thank you. Next, number 3. Who is Ken?
I think the Ken is the investor for venture business, so the kind of speculators. That's all.
I see. Yeah, probably. They didn't mention, right? But that's a good thinking. So it's about you, Yoshi-san. I've asked you this one before, but you will answer it if you want to. Are you a pessimistic or optimistic? Why do you say so?
I always aimed to be a cautious optimist.
Yes. I see. Yeah, that's a good one. Cautious, optimistic, right?
Yes.
Wow, I love that. Next, number 5. What are the advantages and disadvantages of being optimistic? How about being pessimistic? Okay, let's start with optimistic. Advantages and disadvantages.
Okay. To be an optimist is very difficult nowadays. So because they found some kind of hopes and how to solve this problem. It needs a lot of study for that. To be a pessimist is very easy. Do nothing, just worry about it. So that, but sometimes there is a good pessimist because they are prepared for just in case. That's a very good pessimist.
That's true.
But pessimist is do nothing, just worry.
Yes, they just worry. Or somehow there are people, yeah, what you have mentioned, they're just cautious.
Yeah, yes,
right?
Cautious optimist is very good, I think.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I agree with you. Next, now let's do number 5. It's about perspective. Okay, so we have here an explanation. We have here a saying from Jack Perry. A pessimist is never disappointed. Ooh.
Yeah, I told you this.
Do you agree?
Pessimist is just emotion. Don't prepare everything. And this means he never disappointed. Just worry. And pessimist guess is mislead or mistaken. And but the pessimist don't hurt that mistaken idea. So to be a pessimist is very easy. Do nothing.
I see. It's easy to be pessimistic sometimes, right? So do you sometimes feel pessimistic? Do you have this feeling like sometimes you don't want to care, or you don't want, you just worry, but you don't do? Do you feel that thing sometimes, Yoshi-san?
Of course, I think human beings naturally pessimist because we are we must die. So this fact is naturally become pessimist. So especially for my age, time is not so much. So but for my age, I always want to new things to be optimistic. So the dying is very not special, very natural. So that I accept everything for studying about through the studying. So.
I understand. People go through with that. The best thing about getting older is you are somehow prepared. But for some younger ones that they don't know how much time you left, and eventually, so that's really scary. Actually, that's really scary. Okay, thank you. Number 2, what seems to us bitter trials are often blessings in disguise. Oh, bitter trials. Often blessings in disguise.
It's a very good sentence. So, and it's very right. So for my experience, when I was young, I entered the hospital. I have kidney trouble, and at that time, very ordeal for me. So, but I have a lot of time. And I read a lot of books, and changing my life view. So I realized family is more important than the business, and don't aim carrying my advance to my career. So instead of going advanced, so I have a lot of travel or overseas travel with my family, and I realize small travel is welcome. It's become a very good memory. That's all.
That's nice. Oh, thank you, Yoshi-san. Wow, that's wonderful that you like to travel with your family. That's beautiful. I hope that we can do the same. All right. I'm so sorry it's already time. But do you have questions before I go?
No questions. Thank you very much. I enjoyed
Me
today's
too.
conversation.
Enjoy the rest of the day, okay?
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.